Canon's message to retailers: clear out your inventory of the Canon EOS R6 Mark II. This message is being delivered to retailers worldwide. The R6 Mark II is on sale at Wex Photo Video in the United Kingdom. It's on sale in India, the United States, and every other region that Canon does business in. Does this mean that the Canon EOS R6 Mark III announcement is imminent? Will we see it in October or have to wait until November? Click subscribe and I'll tell you what retailers and distributors are saying. Your subscription means more to us than a prank call to Moe's Tavern by Bart Simpson. Hi, I'm Simon, your friendly sequence-covered fashion photographer who scans the news and rumor sites so that you don't have to, saving you more time for scrolling endlessly on Netflix. I've been bugging a lot of people about when Canon announcements are coming in 2025. I knew there were 2 more dates, but I didn't know when. These dates are 99% accurate unless something goes sideways. And it's not like anything's gone sideways in at least the last 5 years. Well, except for 2020, and then of course there was 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024 got off to a good start, and then everything went sideways again, and even here in 2025, well, it was dead quiet for the first half, wasn't it? All right, I got one more quote before I go ahead and unpack everything. Canon will have 2 announcement dates in November. We will see new gear announced on November the 16th, 2025, and November the 26th, 2025. And if you find those dates just a little bit suspect, I agree. More on that later, but I actually have one more quote for you, and then we're going to go ahead and unpack everything. There will be a new camera announced on one of these dates. A couple of sources think it's going to finally be the EOS R6 Mark III. Think, huh? Okay, I would like them to know, but think is good. There is an awful lot to unpack here besides that. The first real big thing to unpack is that Canon Rumors has, well, been bugging a lot of people to try and get some information, and sometimes when we do that, they'll send you something just to go away. That first date, November the 16th, well, it's a Sunday. Now, it could be Sunday night, Toronto and New York time at 11 p.m., meaning that what we're actually getting is a Monday morning announcement in Tokyo. Now, generally, Canon and pretty well every other manufacturer avoids doing this. Why? Because most people are in bed at 11 p.m. on a Sunday night getting ready for their work week. And they also usually try to avoid Mondays, making it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as the best possible dates. But aside from that time zone shift, and it would make sense, but again, it's not the best, how shall we say, option for an announcement. And the second one, November the 26th, what if we use that same time zone? That means that announcement for whatever's happening on the 26th could actually fall the day before U.S. Thanksgiving or on the day of U.S. Thanksgiving. And why is that bad? Well, the day before, everybody's traveling, getting ready for the big day, and really isn't paying attention to any news. Announce something then, it's going to be forgotten, or people aren't even going to be aware of it. And then the following day of Thanksgiving, everybody's happy with family, or they're fighting with family, they're watching football, they're doing anything but paying attention to what's going on in the camera world. That being said, Canon Rumors does their best to validate sources and the information that they provide. They do their best to get things right, but aren't perfect. But something's definitely off here. But putting aside the whole date and time zone thing, we will validate that at some point. Canon Rumors says that a couple of sources think, not know, think it's going to be the Canon EOS R6 Mark III. I want to interject with one thing a source of mine has said, that the Canon EOS R7 Mark II and the EOS R6 Mark III are both going to be announced soon. Now, if we are having 2 dates, well, it's possible that both cameras could be announced on one date and we get a whole bunch of lenses on another date. Highly unlikely, but plausible. We could have one camera on one date with a lens and another camera on another date with a lens, or multiple lenses. Or Canon could say, we're going to do the R6 and R7 with some lenses and do some sort of cinema announcement. Now, as far as Canon sources, they didn't offer any evidence, so I went to work with my own sources, and here's what I've been told. Retailers and distributors, they're giving out massive discounts and offers on each product. And upon speaking with store salespeople, one of them told me that they've been told to clear out inventory of the Canon EOS R6 Mark II as quickly as possible. Although nothing has been told to them directly, they're getting ready for the EOS R6 Mark III. They're also saying that some more lenses are rumored to be coming out, but they don't know which lenses they might be. But I already know which lenses they're going to be. Go ahead and watch this video here. It's coming from leaked Canon documentation that was fed on their website. Okay, so back to the EOS R6 Mark III. Every source is telling us, mine and others, that the R6 Mark III is coming soon, very soon. Retailers and distributors are having inventory clearing sales events. And the only thing we don't have validated at this point is when the announcement dates are, the time, as well as the time zone. And the time zone is a big thing here. That can mean the difference between November the 16th and the 17th, November the 26th and November the 27th. I hope it's those dates. Just, Canon, if you're watching, and we all know you are, you want to change those dates. Try to get one in October. You can always make people wait a month or two. Put one at the end of October, then put another one in the first week of November. If you put it out on November the 16th, nobody in the US is going to pay attention to it. It's just going to fall on deaf ears. And putting it out on a Sunday in one of your biggest markets, that really doesn't make any sense either way. Anyhow, folks, I'm sure I'll have the information soon, so click subscribe to stay informed. And if you are interested in getting a deal on the Canon EOS R6 Mark II, because there are lots of inventory clearing events right now, please consider using my links down below in the description for B&H and Adorama if you're in the United States, and Wex Photo and Video if you're in the United Kingdom. I'm also trying to get a German I'm also trying to get a German affiliate program set up before the announcement. So if you know anybody in Germany, not anyone, if you happen to know what you think would be the best retailer for me to reach out to, please reach out to me in the comment section down below, and I'll reach out to that retailer. I've been having trouble on the German scene, just finally got the UK set up, or France as well too, if you've got suggestions for France. But if you are also interested in pre-ordering the Canon EOS R6 Mark III, one of the reasons why I have the smart pre-order links in the description down below is as soon as the embargo is lifted, those links will show you every possible combination of the body alone with various packages that each retailer might offer, as well as kit lenses, or again, the retailer might offer their own lenses, saving a few dollars off. So it's going to show you that for each retailer, and if you use those links, it's very much appreciated. This channel is viewer supported. I don't do sponsorships. I get anywhere from 2 to 5% back, and it's very much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching this video to the very end. Have yourself a great day, a great week, and we'll see you again soon, probably very soon, because when it comes to the R6 Mark III, boy, the information keeps coming out fast and furious. But the R7 Mark II, haven't been hearing nearly as much. Although, wait a minute, no, that's not true. We are hearing it a little bit, but it's kind of like the Canon EOS R5 back in 2020. Everything was R5, 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 R6, R5, 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 a little bit more of R6. We didn't really hear much, and we didn't really get confirmation until the announcement date. So it doesn't mean that the R7 Mark II isn't going to be announced soon. Again, I have one source telling me that both the EOS R6 Mark III and the EOS R7 Mark II are going to be announced very soon, and I would interpret that to mean before the end of this calendar year, which means before December, which usually means before the first week of November. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day, a great week, and we'll see you again soon.